In the world of English as a foreign language, task-based learning has emerged as a dynamic and effective approach. Unlike traditional methods that often focus on rote memorization and grammar drills, task-based learning emphasizes the practical use of language in meaningful contexts. Students are engaged in activities that simulate real-life situations, such as ordering food in a restaurant or asking for directions. By actively using English to complete these tasks, learners develop fluency, accuracy, and a deeper understanding of how the language functions in authentic communication. Imagine a group of EFL students working together to plan a trip. They need to research destinations, book flights, and make accommodation arrangements, all in English. This collaborative task not only enhances their language skills, but also fosters critical thinking, problem-solving, and intercultural competence. Through such immersive experiences, students develop a natural feel for the language and gain the confidence to use it effectively in their daily lives. Task-based learning provides a rich platform for language acquisition. By actively using English in context, students develop a more profound understanding of grammar, vocabulary, and pronunciation. Moreover, the collaborative nature of many tasks promotes peer learning and encourages students to support each other's language development. This interactive and engaging approach creates a positive and stimulating learning environment where students are motivated to communicate and excel. Feedback plays a crucial role in language learning, acting as a guiding light that helps learners identify areas for improvement and refine their understanding. In the context of task-based learning, feedback becomes even more significant as it provides students with insights into their performance in real-life scenarios. When learners receive specific and timely feedback on their language use during a task, they are better equipped to notice their strengths and weaknesses. Imagine a student who has just completed a role-play activity where they had to order food at a restaurant. The teacher might provide feedback on their pronunciation of certain words, their use of appropriate grammar structures, or their overall fluency. By highlighting these specific areas, the feedback helps the student to notice aspects of their language use that they might not have been aware of otherwise. This process of noticing is essential for language acquisition because it raises learners' awareness of the gap between their current language proficiency and the target language norms. By becoming aware of these discrepancies, students can focus their attention on the areas that require further development. Effective feedback, therefore, acts as a catalyst for language learning, prompting students to pay closer attention to their language use and strive for greater accuracy and fluency. Feedback serves as an invaluable guide in the process of assimilating new language knowledge. When students receive feedback that is clear, concise, and relevant to their learning goals, they are better able to integrate this new information into their existing language repertoire. Imagine a student who has learned a new grammar rule, such as the present perfect continuous tense. During a task-based activity, the student attempts to use this new grammar rule but makes a slight mistake in its application. The teacher, instead of simply correcting the error, provides constructive feedback that explains the correct usage of the tense and clarifies the student's misunderstanding. This type of feedback, known as corrective feedback, helps learners to refine their understanding of grammatical concepts and use them accurately in their own language production. Furthermore, feedback can also help students to expand their vocabulary and develop their pronunciation skills. For instance, if a student uses a word incorrectly or pronounces it poorly during a task, the teacher can provide feedback that clarifies the word's meaning, provides examples of its usage, and offers guidance on correct pronunciation. By incorporating this feedback into their language use, students gradually assimilate new vocabulary and improve their pronunciation over time. Feedback plays a pivotal role in helping learners restructure their understanding of language. As students receive feedback on their language use, they begin to question their existing assumptions and develop more sophisticated mental models of how the language works. This process of restructuring involves identifying and correcting errors, refining grammatical understanding, and expanding vocabulary and pronunciation skills. For instance, we believe that the present perfect and the present perfect continuous tenses are interchangeable. However, through feedback on their language use in different contexts, they come to realize the subtle but between these tenses. This realization leads to a restructuring of their understanding of these grammatical structures, allowing them to use them more accurately and appropriately in their own communication. Effective feedback empowers learners to move beyond surface-level understanding and delve deeper into the nuances of the English language. Through this process of restructuring, students develop a more sophisticated and accurate mental representation of the language, enabling them to communicate with greater fluency, precision, and cultural sensitivity. Feedback, therefore, acts as a transformative force that guides learners' language mastery.